Hey, welcome back to Timberman TV. In this video, I'm going to break down why you're losing jobs. I don't care what industry you're in, what trade you're in. I'm going to be breaking down the W-2 side, the legal side with all the insurances versus the guys that are beating you out time and time again because they don't have all the legality, but they're winning jobs because people want to be cheap. I know you've run into this, and that's why you clicked on this video where you've put bids out on jobs. You even cut a little bit back on your own profit and you're wondering, why am I losing these jobs? Who else is beating me because I'm bidding these correctly? Well, let's break that down, and I want to show you exactly how you can overcome that, build trust in your clients and your customers so that they will go with you and spend more money because you're doing it right. So let's look at these two options. We have W-2 employees, and I'm going to put over here under the table. Let's break these down with W-2 employees. First of all, as a legit business, you have your own taxes to pay. You have your own insurance to pay. You have employee tax. You have workers' comp. And these all add up to a much higher amount than under the table. So I'm going to give a very basic scenario in terms of a job. Let's say we're building a deck. Doesn't matter what it is, it can be plumbing, HVAC, but we're going to go with a deck right now. Let's say we're going to use 3 total guys, and it's going to take 1 week. So let's break this down. Let's say 3 guys. Let's say we're paying them $30 an hour, and it's going to take 5 days to complete, which is 1 working week. This number, $30 an hour at 3 guys with 5 days, comes out to $3,600 in labor for that 1 week, 3 guys at $30. So let's think about that. This is going to be our under the table cost. Let's go over here to the W-2 side to find out exactly how much this is going to cost. Well, my taxes on my business, let's say that just for that week is going to be, I'll even go with a low number, just say $500. Insurance on just the company itself, mine is about $400 a month. If I break that down into every week, this is a 1 week job, we're just going to call that $100. Employee tax, so I have 3 guys at $30 an hour. I have to pay taxes on these wages. So I'm going to use a rough number here. I'm just going to say that's $1,200 in that week that I'm paying on these wages. Workers' comp, I'm going to put it down here, another $150. So this is the cost associated to be legal and to be covered. It doesn't only cover your business, it also covers your customers and your clients with the project that you're doing at their home. All right, so when we take all the legality that you want to have in your company and add it to our base pay, that's going to give us a total of $5,500 in labor for that 1 week. So now when we compare the two, this isn't even including material, which material is going to be the same regardless, but $5,500 to a client versus $3,600 to a client, there's a reason why they always go with this. It obviously is a lot less and it looks a lot better on the bid sheet when it comes from an under the table contractor who's not licensed, they don't pay their taxes, they don't have insurance, they don't have workers' comp for their employees. And this is frustrating. I've seen this happen time and time again where their clients are just like, I want to go with the cheapest option to get the job done, but they don't want to be covered. So let's go over how can you combat that to win more jobs so you're not constantly fighting this. So when you're faced with this in your business and someone wants to go with the cheaper option or they show you a bid, I've had this happen so many times. I send them a bid and they say, well, let me show you what someone else bid. And it's thousands less. And I'm scratching my head going, do they have all the insurances and workers' comp, and are they doing things by the book, or are they just doing everything under the table to win jobs? So if you have a client that's in this situation that's sending you another quote that's a lot less, here's some things that you can say to them. Say, hey, we run a legit business. We pay our taxes. We pay insurance. We pay workers' comp. And by paying these things, we're running a legit business that not only covers our company, but covers your project. Let's say someone gets hurt on the job at your house. Let's say we damage your house. Let's say something happens and the material drop scratches your pavers or your concrete driveway that you just had done. Well, this is all going to cover that. You're not going to have to worry and stress out. Even though you're paying more on this side, none of that is going to be covered. I've had clients tell me and have us come to a job site because they went this route and they ended up not getting good quality. Something happened and they ran off with their money. You've seen this and you've heard about this time and time again where, hey, I wanted to cut corners and save on money, But I ended up getting screwed because I have a project that's not done. It wasn't started correctly. They took my deposit, which was a couple $1,000s, and I'm out of luck and I can't do anything because legally you can't sue this guy. There's nothing really that you can do. They can just scam you and run off. On this side, you have your contracts in place. You have all your taxes and insurance and workers' comp and everything detailed in your contract that says, hey, we're not only going to take care of your project, but we're going to take care of you. We're going to make sure that you're covered, you're satisfied. Nothing that's going to pop up out of the blue. We're not going to take your money. We're going to do things legit, and you'll be covered even after the project, right? You offer warranties. You say, hey, if there's anything wrong, let us know. We'd be happy to come back, fix any issues. Worst case, sometimes you have to do a claim. You can still do that through your insurance and cover the project. These are things I highly suggest talking to your client about beforehand as you give them the estimate. Say, hey, we're not the cheapest company. We're not going to be the best quote you get in terms of dollar amount, but we are going to be the most quality and the most covered on our end and on your end, which will give you peace of mind for years to come. Here's something else you can tell them. Mr. Client, protection from us and quality will end up saving you money in the long run, so you're not chasing after something that wasn't done correctly. You're not having to go back, having to file lawsuits and waste all this time. Do things right, pay the people that are doing everything by the book, that are quality in what they do, instead of just saving a few dollars. These are things that I would emphasize with your client, with your customer right up front. Don't do it after you've given the bid, do it while you give the bid, or even tell them up front, hey, before I submit this to you, I just want to let you know we're insured, we have our licenses, I pay my guys W-2, everything is by the book, and it costs money to run a business, but because we do it that way, we are ensuring the best quality, the best experience for your project. I hope this video helps you understand the obstacles and objections you may face when you're submitting a quote. By doing these things and setting up the expectation right away with how legit your business is and how much protection you're offering, I guarantee you you'll close more deals by sifting out the illegal guys that are doing it for a much cheaper cost. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at TMBRMAN. If you want to talk more, send me an email, nate@timberusa.com, with any questions. Leave a comment below. If something doesn't make sense or you still have some issues you're trying to work through when you're submitting bids with your company. Thanks for watching TMBRMAN TV. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and we'll see you next time.